Focus on yourself and stay silent, you stop chasing approval and start building power. Silence sharpens your thinking. Solitude reveals your direction. While others waste energy reacting to noise, you rise quietly, becoming stronger, clearer, and more dangerous. You grow in silence, you win in silence. The loudest victories are born in the quietest rooms. In a few moments, I will teach you how to focus on yourself and stay silent to build strength, clarity, and control. When you work in silence, you command respect without demanding it. You've seen it. The loudest person in the room is rarely the one others trust. The one who boasts, brags, and tells everyone what they plan to do often does nothing. But the quiet one, the one who just shows up and builds, that's the person others quietly start watching, not because of what they say, but because of what they become. Silence is your power, not because words are weak, but because results speak louder. When you stop telling people your every move, you stop inviting their doubt, their delay, and their distractions. You take full command of your energy. But why does silence matter so much? Because in silence, your plans grow roots. Without noise, you hear your own intuition clearly. You protect your dreams from early judgment, even from your own fear. A goal shared too early can die in the hands of someone who doesn't see what you see. So how do you begin? By making your progress private. You rise earlier and tell no one. You stay late and expect no praise. You sharpen your mind like a blade, not to show off, but to be ready. You stop proving and start improving. Now picture this. Two workers on a field. One yells about the seeds he's going to plant. The other bends his back, digs in silence, and sows without saying a word. Months later, whose crop do you notice? The one who made noise or the one who made progress? Are you building quietly or broadcasting blindly? Do you let your silence grow strength, or are you still waiting for applause to begin? Respect isn't something you demand. It's something you attract by doing the work when no one's watching and doing it right. When your results arrive, they'll announce you better than words ever could. Your power increases the moment you stop explaining yourself. You don't owe an explanation for your ambition. You don't have to justify why you train harder, aim higher, or say no to mediocrity. The more you explain yourself, the more you dilute your strength. Because those who misunderstand you aren't owed your energy, they're just evidence that you're rising. The truth is, explaining weakens intention. Every time you break your path into pieces for someone who doesn't see your vision, you rob yourself of the focus to finish the mission. Some won't understand you, not because you're wrong, but because they've chosen comfort over growth. You must not follow them. But why does silence serve you better? Because it draws a line, it says, I know what I'm doing, and I don't need your approval to do it. That kind of inner clarity shakes the world without shouting. You stop explaining by replacing explanation with execution. You wake up and act. You reject conversations that serve no purpose. You stop defending your path and simply walk it. You let your outcomes, not your words, make your case. Picture a young apprentice in a blacksmith shop. One talks all day about becoming a master. The other listens, learns, strikes metal, and builds. Months later, who do you trust to forge your sword? Are you still trying to convince others you're serious? Or are you letting your seriousness do the talking? You are not here to be understood by everyone. You are here to understand yourself so deeply that no outside opinion can shake your resolve. That's when your power begins. When you stop explaining and start becoming. Growth begins the moment you withdraw from the noise. There's a kind of noise that drowns dreams. Gossip, jealousy, chatter from people who aren't doing anything, but have an opinion about everything. And if you're not careful, that noise becomes your environment. Then it becomes your mindset. Then it becomes your life. Silence isn't escape, it's elevation. When you withdraw from the noise, you don't become less social. You become more sovereign. You start thinking clearly. You start choosing what deserves your attention instead of reacting to what's loudest. But why does stepping away matter? Because the world rewards clarity, and clarity